Thank you, David. What a beautiful way to open up our service this morning. Yeah. We should do that every Sunday, shouldn't we? Yeah, it's been my dream to do that, actually. And incrementally, we're moving toward opening our services in that peaceful energy. So the Spirit, I think, created that opportunity to just dive right in this morning and do it. So thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here this morning, and welcome. And, we're still in the energy of the new year, and infinite possibilities, right? For love and expansion, creation, community, communion with each other and with ourselves, with the divine. And so I welcome all of you here in this room, and those of you with us on Zoom, or all in the same room, really, of infinite love. And let us commence. Thank you. So we've already been in communion within ourselves, and let's just bring our awareness back into that peace and that love that is our true essence. It is at the heart of our being. And in that place of love and peace, there is harmony. There is peace of mind. And I know right here and right now that each of us in this expanded room, live here in this room in St. Matthew, and with us today on Zoom, that no matter what's happening in the world around us, in our private lives, and on the national scene, the international scene, we are at peace, we are in love, and the ultimate reality is that awareness, that is the heartfelt oneness of spirit within us. And that awareness permeates this service here this morning within each of us, and collectively together, communally, with each other. And that is our strength, that is our peace, that is our love. And in that, we express gratitude and appreciation, and we feel that gratitude as an expansion of love for the divine presence, for ourselves, and for each other. For it is all the same, we are all one. And in that, we say, and so it is.
If you will repeat after me, I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and abundance. And so it is.
Sam is sent to the office again. Since he moved in with Grandma, his temper is thin. Mrs. Carter brings him a cookie. His face says, "That's for me." His first smile of the day is hers for free. Most hear sharp barbs every day. A kind word is an easy thing to say when you're aligned with the divine. Kindness is a gift both ways. a gift both ways. Kindness is a gift both ways. Betty locked herself out again. Charlie waits for her cussing to end. He asks her in for some herbal tea, hands her that extra front door key. Her first smile of the day is his for free. Most hear sharp barbs every day. A kind word is an easy thing to say when you're aligned with the divine. Kindness is a gift both ways, a gift both ways. Kindness is a gift both ways. My day had gone down to the bottom of the well. I was making myself a living hell. Then I jump-started my neighbor's car. Now my day is great so far. His first smile of the day is mine for free. Most hear sharp barbs every day. A kind word is an easy thing to say when you're aligned with the divine. Kindness is a gift both ways, a gift both ways. Kindness is a gift both ways.
Okay, next we have June coming with the reading. Thank you for that beautiful song, David. We only oftentimes think of kindness as coming from us to someone else, but it's circular, isn't it? So thank you for that.
Okay. So this is our reading from 365 Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. I walk in the joy of increasing good. A quote from the Bible. He starts with, "He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him." That's Psalm 91:15. This passage contains a great promise. It is not of something that is to transpire in the future, but of a good that is transpiring in the present moment in which we live, right here and right now. We are the center of the divine activity. All things are made of spirit, and we must know that spirit not only can manifest through us, but that it wishes to do so. Struggle belongs to the old order. In the new order, peace takes the place of confusion. Faith answers the cry of doubt and fear, and spirit is supreme. I now accept the promise of spiritual fulfillment. I do believe that every good thing necessary to my success already belongs in the kingdom of God, which I know is at hand. I'm expecting good to happen. I anticipate success. I believe that divine intelligence guides me in all my right activities. And because I know that God always succeeds, He now succeeds in and through my endeavors. I know that right now everything necessary to my success is being brought about. I look through the eyes of spirit, which sees and knows the complete fulfillment of every worthwhile idea. I accept that God is active in my affairs, and knowing that God is in all people, there is joyous cooperation with others. Therefore, I help, and I am helped. Knowing that God is a great giver, I accept his gift and myself become a giver to life. In all I do, I seek to be of service and assistance to others. The kingdom of God is at hand today, and I enter into it with joy. It contains all that belongs to the life of good. It encompasses all people and all things. Its abundance flows through me and manifests in increasing good.
Thank you, Jim. So after the reading, we like to affirm the principles of that reading. Ernest Holmes's wisdom, which is divine inspiration. So please repeat after me. Divine intelligence guides me.
Divine intelligence guides me.
I feel the goodness of God in my activities.
I feel the goodness of God in my activities.
I know this goodness encompasses all people and all things.
I know this goodness encompasses all people and all things.
It manifests through me in increasing good.
It manifests through me in increasing good.
I listen to this divine intelligence within me.
I listen to this divine intelligence within me.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you.
So I write a thank you note to my sister, ink on paper and the love tucked inside, like the love inside me for everyone, and the pure light down deep we often hide. In unity I find my true self. In unity I let go of my pride. In unity I belong to the whole world and put my many cares aside. Put my many cares aside. In the deep woods that escape the clear cut, I can hear life in every sound, like wings and leaves, dark networks of trees, with a vibrant force in and around. In unity I find my true self. In unity I let go of my pride. In unity I belong to the whole world and put my many cares aside. Put my many cares aside.
Right. That's better. I think I want to move this over. I need room here. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, there we go. It's, it's interesting that David happens to be here today, because one of the things I like about his music is he really integrates spirit with divine action in our lives, right? And that comes through in his music and his lyrics. So thank you for that, David. It's a perfect beginning to the year. Here we are in the second week, really, of the new year. And last week we did a meditation, really, those of you who were here with us, really going within and connecting to our desires for this year. And we really emphasize that those desires are whisperings from the divine. They're guidance coming through us to really expand our experience in the world, which is part of God, part of divinity, right? And I'd like to expand on that today. So one of the things I did this morning, right before I walked out the door really, is I picked up an oracle card. And this is a Green Man card. And the Green Man is, for those of you who might not know, it comes from Celtic mythology, really. And it's the tree spirits. You know, it's the energy from the trees and the messages that come from the trees. So we have that wisdom in all traditions, no matter what our background is, right? And it was sitting on my desk, so I picked up the deck, and I pulled out a card, and it was birch, the birch tree. So I thought, oh, how perfect. Here it is, January 11th, 111, 111, and we're just starting the year, sort of getting our feet into it, and we're still in the process of releasing the old from last year and thinking about new beginnings in our life, right? And that's what birch is about. And a birch tree, for any of you know, well, if you think of the white birch, we know that the outer bark, it sheds, right? It peels off the outer bark, and as it grows, it forms new bark. So that's a perfect symbol for releasing the old and, expanding into the new, right? The other thing about birch wisdom, that tree spirit, is that it's one of the first trees to flower in the forest, right? So it's an initiator, a creator, a beginner. And for those of you who are on social media, which is probably many of us, right? I've been seeing a lot of messages from feng shui masters and Chinese masters. And if you're aware of the Chinese astrology calendar at all, you know that we're in the final few weeks of the year of the snake, another symbol of shedding the old. And it's really, the snake is a major, major symbol in Native American spirituality and many other traditions as well of releasing the old. So what is the old? It's old beliefs, old attitudes, whatever doesn't serve us anymore in our life, right? And what year are we entering? I think on February 12th? The fire horse, the year of the fire horse. Now, I've got a few equine friends in this room right now, those of you who love horses. And even if you've never been around horse, you know that a horse moves fast, and they have a lot of energy, right? And they're big animals, right? So they're a symbol of movement and moving forward in our life. So we're moving out of a period of deep introspection and really releasing whatever doesn't serve us anymore in our lives into the new year of what do I want to create anew, right? And we're being supported by that energy of nature all around us. And that's the divine coming through us, really, right? So what I'd like to do is I'd like to just do a little bit of what we did last week. For those of you who were here, to just reconnect with insights that came to you, and for those of you who were not here, just very quickly to go through the process again, because we really want to connect within ourselves. One of the messages that came through that birch oracle card was that if we engage in preparation, we will be successful in outcome, right? So here, within ourselves, within our spiritual selves, how do we prepare? I mean, there's the outer preparation of making to-do lists or making schedules and connecting with people and all of these things that we might want to create in our world, in our human world. But the inner preparation is really what that card was saying to me. And that's what we were talking about last week, right? Prepare ourselves within and connect with the spiritual message that the divine is really bringing from the universe into our awareness. And then we can create and we can manifest through that. And the other thing about the horse, also a major, major symbol of the horse is freedom, right? And if you think about the horse throughout history, the horse really allowed humans to disperse throughout the world, right? Horses originally came from, I don't know, like the northernmost parts of Mongolia, I believe, like centuries and centuries and centuries ago. They evolved there, and because humans worked with horses and learned that they could get on the back of a horse, they learned that they could travel much faster than on foot. And if you look at the history of civilizations, the horse was very much a part of humans being able to disseminate all around the globe. And of course, we can look at that in very different ways. There's a lot of negative things associated with that, a lot of positive things too. But it just is, right? And the horse has been our companion and our partner in our evolution in so many ways. And I won't even talk about the spiritual connection because there's that too. But here today, we're just looking at the symbol of freedom and mobility and movement. And that's what we're moving into in the year of the fire horse. And we're initiating that. And the trees are supporting us, right? That spirit of birch coming through. So I'd like to do a very brief contemplation to just renew what we did last week and introduce those of you who were not here into that. And then we'll do some interaction among ourselves. Okay, so that's the plan for today. So let's all just take a breath and just settle into ourselves. Bring our awareness out of our environment, into our heart, into the center of our being. Knowing that this is our truth. Whatever else is happening in the world, this is our essence, the spirit within. And I recognize right here and right now that this spirit guides me in all of my activities, in all of my intentions, and in my desires. I know that my desires in my human life are pure because they are manifestations of spirit moving through me. They are whisperings from the divine for me to step forth in my truth, in my power, and in my creativity, in partnership with divine inspiration, infinite wisdom, and creativity, divine creativity, to step forth and bring the truth within me out into my life, to my family, to my neighbors, to my friends, to the world at large. And we ask this question that's coming, with an open mind, completely open mind, without any forethought, without any intention that we may have previously had, just in complete openness to the wisdom coming through this creative force. And we ask the question, what is my desire for 2026? What do I wish to create in my life this year? And we take a moment and just be with that question and allow inspiration to come through. And there may be something surprising coming through. We don't know. Whatever has come to you, just be with that for a moment. And there's an underlying question that goes along with this first question. And that underlying question is, what is it that I am really desiring in this desire? Sounds like a bunch of mumbo-jumbo words, but underneath this desire, what am I truly seeking in my life? For instance, if I am seeking a new partner, am I really wishing for and desiring the expression of deep, unconditional love in my life through partnership with another human being? That would be my deepest desire. Or if I wish a new job, what is my deepest desire there? Could it be an opportunity to expand my creativity in the world through my skills and my talents? Let's just spend a moment with that question. When you feel complete with that question, you can open your eyes. And so I'll know that you're back here with us. So one of the most important parts of this community, and I've asked this question to a number of you, is, what is so special about CCL that you keep coming back and that you love about this community the most? And it is exactly that we are communal with each other. We love each other. Many of us have been together here on Sundays and in programs and different events and things for years, going way back. Some of us came here more recently, but we're all in love, really, truly in love with each other, right? And that's really what defines CCL. So in that spirit, I'd like to create some interaction. Rather than me being up here as the talking head, let's talk to each other. So I thought we could pair up with each other and have conversations about what you just experienced, just in the spirit of sharing. And for those of you on Zoom, you can share on the chat, in the chat room, if you would, please, if you feel so inclined. And if anything comes through on the chat, perhaps Marty could share that with us. Yeah, he nodded his head and said yes. So let's pair up in any way you'd like. And so, Holly, would you like to pair with Paula? So we'll spend another minute sharing, and then we'll come back into the room together. Okay, so we're going to wrap up in another 30 seconds or so, because I know we could stay here all day chatting with each other. Thank you. Thank you, Peggy. Okay. Okay, so the next thing I'd like to do is have us share together. And I was going to use the microphone to allow you to share, and I think the battery died. So I'm going to take this off, and we can sort of do that. And just invite you to share, you know, whatever is in your heart from this experience this morning. And so you can just put your hand up, and those of you on Zoom, Marty is taking your thoughts and experiences that you shared on chat, and we will be sharing them as well. So. Is it working? No, it's not working. Okay, we're fine. We can do this. So, if anyone would like to share, who wants to break the ice? Who wants to? Thank you, Peggy. Norman, we'll come to you.
So my desire is to have good health, and I know I have good health, so that's part of it, but I mean even more, like to do what I need to do to keep it up and keep, you know, getting healthier and stronger all the time. But I don't know if I should, can I share? Michelle shared this lovely idea with me. I loved it. She said that at her house on New Year's Eve, they take money and then they take strips of paper and write like peace and joy and abundance and different things. And then they stand outside the house at midnight on New Year's Eve and they throw it into the house, the money and all the things that they want more of. Isn't that a really cool idea? And she said she made it up, so I loved it. So I'm stealing your idea.
Wow. Maybe we can all do that. It's still early in the year. You can do it anytime. I love that.
This is working.
Oh.
Do you want me? You do that, and you ask people, and I'll.
Right. So did everyone catch how that worked? Yeah? And those of you on Zoom? Anybody not catch it? Because we can repeat it again. So just ask and we'll repeat it. That's a great idea. And it's a wonderful thing to do on New Year's Eve, but we can do it now. On 1/11, we can do it tonight, can't we? Oh, my Lord, I love that. Great. Thank you, Michelle. And thank you, Peggy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Arlen said you could also write on pieces of paper the things that you don't want and throw them out of the house. Perfect. A complete circle. You sort of went like this, and I thought you were raising your hand. She's throwing.
Norman.
Well, I hope you're throwing the good thing towards me and not the stuff you don't want. Thank you.
Well, for me, what I wanted to do is continue my spiritual mission, which is enhancing lives through service. And a lot of times it's not a big thing, but a little small thing. And in that few minutes, I told Bob about hearing aids. And that was information that he can use and possibly get hearing aids. But the important part is that I was able to do a little thing to help somebody else.
Thank you. That's the essence of it, helping somebody else. Thank you, Norman.
I was discussing with Peggy how sometimes I suffer from fear and worry, and mostly due to my people that I love. I worry about them, as far as if they're okay, and, I fear for their well-being. So I had heard somewhere that when you worry about people, you send them worry. So I have to learn to turn that around and send them love every time that comes up, because it will. So basically what I really want to get is more peace. So when I have that peace, then I know all is well.
I want to meet up with Michelle and get more of her ideas. Thank you.
Michelle, another thing that I do is when I'm worried about somebody else, I do the Ho'oponopono and keep them in my mind and do the Ho'oponopono. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On New Year's Eve, my wife and I went to the home of a congregant at our synagogue. She's 83 years old, and she had just had a hip replacement about 4 days previous to New Year's, and we spent New Year's Eve with her and played some board games, and we brought over Chinese food, and that really felt good. She was kind of shut into the house because of the hip replacement, and I thought it was a really fantastic way to spend New Year's Eve.
Thank you. Thank you. Serving our family members. There's a number of us that do that on a regular basis. I think we all do in this room. Marty, would you like to come and share some of the comments that you're getting on Zoom? I mean, how is that going to work here? Is there a better way to do that?
We had a number of good ideas shared through our Zoom community, and we'll just be glad to share a few of them with you. So one is to continue to be myself no matter what. Another one is to help other people who need a hand more. Another one is to just be in a place of ease and grace as I do things. Another one is and how not to give up on my educational groups, because I am not so strong as I used to be. Those folks still need to come. And another one is my vision is to strengthen all my relationships by giving each person in my life full presence when we are together, as well as a vision of financial abundance. We had quite a few of them. It was great. And another one is I have thoughts about giving up things that have gotten to be much harder. But my mentor passed away and gifted me his educational materials. I'm kind of taken it as a sign I should continue. So that was another one. And another one, to keep showing love to all people and things. And another one, to step into the highest vision of myself, that is living in peace, love, and abundance, not to worry about anything, sharing my gifts with the world, being more creative. So you can see there quite a few. And another one, I always wish I were kinder. I will try to keep working on that. And another one, underlying that is trusting that the Divine Spirit is always operating through me so that I may express fully, sharing my heart as well as sharing my abundance, yet in surrender for my highest good and for the good of all. And one more, and remembering that this is just a shell. We are spirit beings. So I think we've got it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, those of you who are with us on Zoom. Very profound. Before we close up this part of our service, is there anyone else who would like to share? Are we complete? Okay, thank you. Something's been on my mind. Just wanted to share it. All of the things, the activities that are happening in the world. We'll just be neutral about it, right? There are things that are happening right now that, we can ask ourselves, what can I do to bring peace to the world? Or what can I do to really support our country, our democracy, the world, the country? And, I think that also is a matter of divine inspiration, because there are so many ways that we can bring whatever is within us, which we are talking about here today, that deep spiritual connection, that desire to make our lives better and to bring it forth into the world. It starts here, and if we really listen, we'll get guidance into how we can serve the world. And I know each one of you does that, because I know each one of you personally, and I know how you serve the world. But things are changing, aren't they? And it feels very chaotic sometimes and very volatile. And, there are two things that came across my awareness in the last day or so. One of them I've been paying attention to for the last month or so, and the other one just showed up since yesterday. And there's a peace demonstration and a demonstration about the events in Minnesota that happened recently, and that came across my Facebook screen this morning, and it's right here in our community, in our South Jersey community. And I looked at that and I said, is that mine to do? So there's always that question. And of course, it's not mine to do, because mine to do is to be right here this morning. I couldn't be there, right? But there's something else that's happening, and there's no judgment and no opinion about any of this. It's just a question is, what is Spirit guiding me to, or where is Spirit guiding me to really serve the world? And a very dear friend of mine, and a colleague and a mentor in many ways, is somebody who shared with me the Walk for Peace. And there's a group of monks that have been walking from Houston, Texas, to Washington, D.C. on behalf of peace. And I think there's 19 of them. Sometimes it looks like there's more, but I believe there's 19 of them. And their dog, Aloka, who is the peace dog. And they are walking on foot, and they have walked from Houston. They are now they were in Columbia, South Carolina last night, and they're moving today to Charlotte, North Carolina. So they're very close to Washington, D.C. And I saw some of the pictures from Columbia. There were thousands and thousands of people, it looked like, who met them in South Carolina, and it was just the groundswell of support for monks who are just walking through the world for peace and love and compassion. It's touching the hearts of so many people. and they have walked through communities in Alabama and Georgia where historically there has been a lot of unrest and a lot of segregation and just social happenings, let's say, historically. And they walked through those communities, and now they're walking to our nation's capital. And, again, I look at that, and I was in connection with a friend of mine who said, would you like to go? And I said, yes, I would like to go to Washington, D.C. to greet them. But the reality of my life is I probably can't, because I have commitments at home as a caregiver that would make it difficult for me to do that. But that's not the point. The point is maybe some of you can go, if it calls to you, or anything else in the world. But I think what I'm trying to say is it starts here within ourselves. What is calling to us? What is Spirit really inviting us to do? And if I were not, in the caregiver role right now, I probably would go to Washington, D.C. and be part of that. And I've been to Washington, D.C. before in demonstrations years ago. But this is different. This isn't against something, it's for something. It's for inner peace and compassion. And, as we start the year, like my message to you today is, as we start this year, whatever experience you had last week and this week in this meditation of what is my heart's desire and what is the spiritual message for me. It isn't a message just for today. This is for this year, right? So I encourage you to remember this experience and to deepen into it. And you all have spiritual practices in which you know how to do that. But this is the essence of who we are. First and foremost, as manifestations of the divine, as spiritual beings, and as human beings. And this is why I'm so happy that David is with us today, because his music exemplifies that and encourages us to be that unified whole of the spiritual presence and the human being. And it's all one and it's all the same. So in that, I just thank all of you for being here today and for inspiring me and for inspiring each other. Thank you.
The love we share will go around the world. The love we share will go around the world. Sun will shine like a little girl, like a little girl. The love we share, the love we share, given freely to all, with hands and words like a waterfall, is the love we share. When we lift our eyes to the brand new day, when we lift our eyes to the brand new day, a shining path will guide our way, will guide our way. The love we share, the love we share, given freely to all, with hands and words like a waterfall, is the love we share. Our future lies in the dreams of a child. Our future lies in the dreams of a child. Build we must, so they all can thrive, so they all can thrive. The love we share, the love we share, given freely to all. Hands and words like a waterfall, is the love we share. our voices rise in harmony, when our voices rise in harmony, the veil pulls back, grace is all we see, grace is all we see. The love we share, the love we share, given freely to all. Hands and words like a waterfall is the love we share, is the love we share.
So thank you, David. Thank you, thank you. So we're at the offertory part of our service, and I invite you to contribute as you are inspired to. And as part of what I'm offering you, it's deep gratitude and appreciation. You know, we just completed a fundraising effort, and even though we've been through so many experiences as a community this past year, including leaving the community house and searching for a new home and finding this most perfect place here in Fellowship Hall in St. Matthew Lutheran Church. And we are still here, and we are still vibrant, and we are still in love with each other. And that fundraising effort, I feel, was successful because we, all of you collectively contributed about the same that you did last year, despite all of the upheavals and the, the travails and the togetherness that came with that as well, because there was a lot of togetherness. So just thank you and gratitude and appreciation for your support of this community.
I am so blessed. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's good.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we are. We're ready.
Okay.
So we are so blessed. Thank you, David.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to Thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive.
Thank you. Oh, wait. I have to pray over it. I don't have to pray over it. I want to pray over it. Knowing these gifts and these tithes are expressions of love, heartfelt gratitude, and camaraderie from our members in this community. And in that knowing, I express gratitude and appreciation for all of this, for our beingness, for our lovingness. And in that knowing, we again say thank you, and so it is. Thank you. Okay. So a few announcements. Oh, sorry.
Don't think we've got anybody here for the first time. But if there's anybody that would like to stand up and receive this prayer, that would be fine. If there's anybody on Zoom for the first time, raise your hand. Okay? So let's turn to each other, cross the aisle, and repeat after me. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living. We are a heart-centered spiritual community. We open ourselves to you in love. We recognize the perfection of God that you are. We celebrate the joyous being that you are. You are a radiant point of light. We are so blessed by your presence. Welcome home.
I'll try to be brief in the announcements so we can spend some time with each other having coffee and cake. Just first of all, gratitude to Reverend Paul, my partner here in the ministry, and to June Hammett, wherever she is back there. She's our usher today, but she's also our board president, and she's just an amazing being and reader as well. I can't hear what you're saying. What? The ushers. Oh, I know, but that's okay. But thank you, Jules. And for stepping up and being an usher. Our media team, thank you. Really amazing. Despite technical challenges, they pulled it off. And our musician today, David, thank you so much. It's really a partnership, and your music is very inspiring, so thank you. And thank you for saying yes, for being here today. Okay, we've talked about I've announced this a few times, but St. Matthew is having a blood drive in partnership with the Red Cross, and you can participate and give to our overall community by donating blood. The date is January 16th. Here, Holly, is it at St. Matthew or is it here? It's here at St. Matthew on Friday, January 16th, and I'm asking Holly because I know she registered and she sent me the information, but it's noon to 5 p.m. You do need to make an appointment. So the number, if you'd like to make an appointment, is 1-800-RED-CROSS, easy to remember, and go to their website and you can make an appointment for this particular blood drive. And we have another invitation from the St. Matthew community, and they have told me that they're very grateful for our presence here, and they're interested in partnering with us in multiple ways. And so one of those is they're creating a new event, and they hope it will be an annual event. But as many of you know, they have the food bank, and it's part of the ministerium in Morristown. There are several Christian churches in Morristown that run a food bank first and third Mondays of every month. And St. Matthew, through that community, is offering a free community dinner. It's called Living the Love Free Community Dinner for our food bank guests. So they have invited CCL members to participate with them in being part of this event. And what that would entail is just attending the event and serving the guests, along with St. Matthew members as well, and bringing a dessert. So the St. Matthew community or probably the ministerium community, will bring all of the other pieces of the dinner, and we're invited to bring dessert. And the event is happening Monday, January 26th, 5 to 7 p.m., and it's right here in Fellowship Hall. So if you would like to participate, there's a sign-up sheet in the back of the room, so feel free to put your name on the sheet, and we'll be in touch with you further, and we'll be sending out some emails, so you'll be able to sign up through those emails. There will be a link or a phone number or something where you can contact our office, and our administrator, Deborah, is going to keep a list. And so that's a great way for us to not only partner with St. Matthew, but get to work in partnership with members of their community. So that's exciting. It's honestly, it's a piece of the move that I hadn't anticipated, that we would have this opportunity for partnership. And so it'd be interesting to see what develops. It'd be fun. Okay. Oh, yes, I am taking a vacation and a sabbatical. So an email went out, I believe, a few days ago, and I announced it last week. But as of this afternoon, I'm going to be on vacation. Yeah. And it's been a long time for me. You know, I've spent the last 2 years learning how to be the senior minister here at CCL, and then actually being the senior minister, which is a big learning experience. And it will be a year on February 1st. So I thank all of you. I really do. I'm very grateful. And it's been an interesting learning experience in so many ways that I could never have anticipated. And of course, as Ernest Holmes said in the reading, it's all good. And I mean that from my heart. I mean that from my heart. So I'm going to take 3 weeks vacation and then a week's sabbatical. And so I'll be back at CCL on the sabbatical, but sort of in camera, just communing with myself and the divine about where do we go from here as a community. And I invite all of you to start doing that as well, because when I come back, I want us as a community to start some visioning activities and to really start thinking about and sharing with each other about anything we might want to bring into this community in terms of activities or events or speakers or anything we might want to release as well that we've been doing for a long time. And just be in alignment with the energies that are moving through the universe right now, which are energies of change, as we've spoken about. And how can we as a community in this time of change support ourselves, support each other, and support the greater world at large, including anyone who might come in as a new member. So I'm going to be starting that process in early February, and when I come back, I'll be talking to many of you, in fact, all of you, and we'll be gathering over a period of months probably. We'll be engaging in some visioning and some deep contemplation individually and with each other to really engage in transformation and maybe even transmutation. And we had talked about that before we left the community house, that we were going to be doing that when we came here. So now is the time. So anyway, that's what I'll be doing. First vacation, though. And one other thing I just wanted to mention, when I was over there talking to Marty, I saw a card on his desk, and we have the solar program that you can engage in. And for anyone that hasn't been a part of it, I can tell you with the high utility bills that all of us are experiencing, there's a 31% savings if you are a PSE&G customer simply by registering for the solar program through CCL. And I have seen a tremendous decrease in my energy bills. They actually feel affordable and worth it. So I invite you to connect with either Marty or June, or Marty has these cards on his desk, and it's very easy to enroll. And I can tell you that because I hate doing paperwork. I hate even filling out forms online, but it was easy for me to do, so anybody can do it. And it's very, very worthwhile. So Does anyone have, did I miss anything? I feel like I'm missing something.
If you have previously signed up with Neighborhood Sun, a number of us had from last year or the year before, I guess, I don't remember. We have to disenroll from Neighborhood Sun before you'll be able to be assigned to a new solar farm. Okay? So you can talk to us about that too.
Marty and June are a wealth of information, and they know these programs intimately. So just connect with them because they want our community to get these benefits. So thank you. All right, let's all circle up.
I've never seen a circle.
I'm going to move this. I don't know.
All right. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So letting it begin with us. Giving thanks for this beautiful service. Giving thanks for this beautiful message that flows through Rev Christina. Letting it carry us on wings of peace and joy through this week. Giving thanks for everyone that's here, because this service would not have been the same without every single one of us. Giving thanks for the love that is here. Giving thanks for the Center for Conscious Living. Giving thanks for the abundance that flows to the Center for Conscious Living. Giving thanks for the love, the consciousness, the peace that is here. We give thanks for all the good of God that flows to us easily and effortlessly throughout this week until we meet again next week. Go in peace, go in love. And together we say, and so it is.
Before we close up, I thought I should mention that Reverend Paul will be managing the affairs of the ministry in my absence, so I'm not just up and leaving. You're in very good hands here, spiritually and otherwise. And also, there's Deborah in our office, so if you have any questions about anything, always you can contact her.
She doesn't want to be contacted directly. She can contact me.
Well, there's the CCL email.
Yeah.
Okay, so she administrates that. So our office is available for questions, and she forwards them or anything that's happening. So thank you for that clarification. Okay.
Yeah, wonderful. You're going to have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and a mentor said to me, do everything you want to do and nothing you don't want to do. So I plan to do that. So, oh yes, oh here we are. Thank you. I got sidetracked. So please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in all of my activities.
Life is in all my activities.
I receive it.
I receive it.
I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I accept it.
And I accept it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And in accepting all of these gifts, we say yes. Thank you, everyone.